Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Next Team podcast. And today I have me, Praveen, and Tarun. Of course, as always, the greatest footballing minds. And of course, we're going to continue our, I guess now it's our weekly staple, the big debate. And it's going to be our last one in for a while at least, before the new season starts. And today's topic will be who is going to win the Premier League. And before we start the episode proper, Tarun has some messages for us. So, Tarun, take it away.
So guys, if you have listened this far, good job. You haven't gone a long way in, but we are on Instagram at the Next Team SG. Follow us there. We are on TikTok at the Next Team SG. Follow us there as well. And also you can find us on Spotify and YouTube. You're at both these places as the Next Team podcast. And also do join our Fantasy Premier League and stand a chance to win an amazing mystery prize. You won't regret it. All of our links can be found on our Instagram bio and as well as the description. Yeah. Back to you guys.
Excellent stuff, Mr. Tarun. So let's get the debate started proper. Of course, we'll ask our defending champion, or rather the fan of the defending champion, Mr. Praveen. Mr. Praveen, who's going to win the league next season?
Definitely not menu, but yeah. Okay, moving on.
I never asked. Answer the question.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's going to be, hopefully City. Okay, it's not obvious, but yeah, hopefully City. Man City. Yeah.
Do you think without Kane, you all can win the league?
We did it last season without Kane, without strikers. So why not this season?
Okay. So you think the false nine is sustainable again for this coming season as well? Like you all played a false nine for the majority of last season, right?
I mean, it's a type of football. I would say. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not criticizing you guys.
It is. Yeah. I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It is. It should be sustainable. I mean, it should be with the addition of Grealish. I mean, I don't know where he's going to play on, but
honestly, he could even play the false nine role.
I don't think he'll be. Yeah, I don't think he'll be influencing the false nine position per se. But yeah, I think he should be able to. Yeah.
But do you think your community shield? I mean, I know it's just one match, but is it a cause for concern? Because I mean, for title challenges, it's very important to start the season proper, and the fact that they've sort of stumbled on the first hurdle. Do you think that's going to play mind games going into the first few games of the season?
I don't think so, because I think over the past few years we don't really start that well. I would say, like, Man
Okay, fair
City's,
enough.
I think
Last season
they're
was
strong.
quite bad. Yeah.
They are, I mean, their strong run is like go like unbeaten in the most crucial part of the season. Which is the November, December, January part. Yeah, we just go like 30 games unbeaten or something like that. So yeah, I mean, we pick up pace like as we go in more and more into the season. So let's see lah. But I would say, like, I mean, this time around will be even more difficult because of the Euros. I mean, players are tired. I mean, City had a lot of players who played in all the continental tournaments. So I mean, you can see players are not like match sharp. They are like tired and stuff. So it will take some time to get into groove, especially the intensity that Pep plays with. I mean, it will take some time. Yeah, but I think as the season progresses, we should be in the running to win the title. Yeah.
Okay. Tarun, what about you?
Yeah. Tarun.
It's obviously Liverpool, guys. Obviously.
Really? Yeah. Not that obvious last season.
Yeah, it's not that obvious. Yeah.
It's not that obvious.
Yes, not that obvious. Honestly, I think if Liverpool win it, it's going to be a tough fight with City in particular, and probably Chelsea and maybe even United. Like, I think this is shaping up to be a very good title fight in the long term. But I think Liverpool will win it. Obviously, I have to say that.
Not obviously.
So your heart tells you Liverpool. What does your brain tell you, Tarun? Honestly,
my brain still tells me Liverpool.
Oh my god.
Just because you're wearing a Liverpool shirt. Is that a Liverpool shirt?
I mean, I think we have a pretty good squad. We have a lot of players back in good form, except I think Robertson got injured. He'll miss the first few matches. But Tsimikas had a very good preseason, so I'm looking forward to the Greek god burning it up on the left flank.
Oh my god.
Suddenly now he's a Greek god.
He was always a Greek god. He was just a Greek god who didn't get matches. Now I think he's gonna get a lot of game time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. But
Yeah,
do you think
but
your lack
the
of
key,
activity in the transfer market is going to be a big issue coming season?
I think the cause of concern for us will be midfield because like Wijnaldum was our most reliable player in terms of match fitness, staying fit for matches, and we kind of lost that, and we don't really have someone who can anchor the midfield like him through
Thiago.
a long stretch of games lah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah,
Other than that,
yeah.
I mean, defense was a problem area. We strengthened that with I think it was a very good signing, of course.
Konate, yeah.
Konate,
Attack,
yeah.
yeah, attack. We have some decent depth, I would say. Front three plus Minamino had a good preseason. Origi is
Akiri
always
wants
there,
to
but
leave, right?
yeah, I think Shaqiri
Shaqiri.
is close to leaving. But apparently, we are selling him for very cheap, which makes me think that we are trying to just offload him so that we can get some more space on our the non-homegrown quota to sign a new player. Because currently our non-homegrown quota is quite full. So
Oh, okay.
I mean, it might be that we are trying to
Who are you guys
just.
linked with right now, actually? I'm not too sure. Liverpool are
Honestly, I
hardly in
don't
the
even know.
transfer
I
market.
don't even know. I saw links to Doku, but it doesn't make sense because we won't need to sell Shakiri to sign Doku since he's not.
Oh, the
Homegrown
Belgian
player.
forward, right? Is the Belgian forward, right?
Yeah, the Belgian forward. Yeah,
Okay, got it. Yeah. I mean, he's a very good player. We saw glimpses of him in the Euros.
yeah.
So
I'm
there's
still
that.
hoping we can sign someone like Saul. Maybe that'll be. I think it's a
That's
good
like an
signing for
That's an
midfield.
ambitious one, I would say. Like,
Yeah, it's an ambitious one, but
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 I mean, Liverpool is like strongly linked with Saul, so
yeah, we were for a long time, and then it just kind of went quiet. So
yeah.
not
No, but I mean, I think
sure.
if Atletico signed Bernardo Silva, I think Saul might be the one making way for that. So it's a high
makes
chance
Could
of
sense.
could be.
coming back to the
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
So
Okay. So we have Liverpool and City, the most obvious ones.
yeah,
So I know I'm being a Man United fan. I think everyone is expecting me to say Man U.
No.
But okay, fine.
man has some brain, so he's gonna say something different. Come on, Gus.
Yeah, I want. Okay, first of all, Man U are going to be dark horses. I'm not going to discount them. I think as a squad, as the 11 itself, I think we are pretty strong, lah. Our 11 is capable of challenging for a title. Our squad is not
But at
capable
this
of
point, are you sure they're still considered dark horses, given the quality
I think
on
we
paper
don't.
at least?
I don't think we have the same depth as City or even Chelsea. Chelsea, yeah. So basically, my actual pick is actually Chelsea because Chelsea, I think they are finally getting putting together a title winning squad. At least for me, that. So I mean, last season we saw how many signings they made, like 6, 7 signings, huge signings. Kai Havertz, Hakim Ziyech, and all these players were still taking their time to buy into Lampard's system. Lampard obviously got sacked, but Tuchel somehow managed to get the best out of this team. And to be honest, I can see them sustaining that. And with the signing of Lukaku pretty much confirmed, I think Romano, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, essentially
Here we
just,
go.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's here we
yeah.
go. La. So, yeah, pretty much it's more or less set in stone. La. And honestly, I'm not sure if Lukaku, I mean, Lukaku has definitely improved as a player since we like last saw him in the Premier League at United. I think he's a lot better. He's a target man. But I'm not too sure whether he'll fit into Tuchel's system per se because I think Tuchel. I haven't seen Tuchel play with a target man because obviously he had Werner. Werner wasn't really used as much of a target man, and yeah, so it'll be quite curious. I'm curious to see how he is going to get the best out of Lukaku because Lukaku is best at holding up the play, and maybe you might see more of Kai Havertz in terms of goal contributions, and Mason Mount, more of the midfielders getting involved because of Lukaku holding the ball up. But yeah, I think having said that, defensively they are rock solid right now. I mean, towards the end of last season, Rudiger was the German Maldini, and who else is
Yeah, it
there?
hurts so much.
It hurts so much, but I
Champions
mean,
League final
yeah,
just showed it, lah.
yeah, pretty much.
Proper
He
class.
outclassed
Okay, we
City.
don't
lah,
have to talk about the past, but let's go. Yeah.
so yeah, and yeah, I mean they're riding quite high. Like they just won the Super Cup as well. Kepa being a hero. So yeah, I mean it's a positive start to the season. Like unlike City, and yeah, I mean it could set up like a nice start. And as we all know, starts are quite important for you to sustain a good title challenge. And I believe that Chelsea are right on the right path, lah. That's what I feel. For us, United, yeah, again, okay, personally, this might be a bit controversial. I feel that United first 11 is comparable to Liverpool's first 11. And you all can flame me for it, whatever, I don't care. I still feel
I mean,
we
on
are.
paper, yeah, I would agree, lah.
on paper, I think we are about similar, but I still also feel that Liverpool and
Then
both
why wouldn't you say United?
because I believe Liverpool and United lack the squad depth, and hence neither of us will actually
Yeah,
win the league, lah.
but to be honest, Liverpool when they won the league, right? I mean, they had the same. They only played the
Yeah,
league
yeah.
for
I mean
one
that's
season.
Similar
impressive.
squad depth and
Great
we
squad.
walked
Yeah,
away.
yeah, yeah. But I still feel like at that point in time the other teams didn't have the depth which City and Chelsea possess right now, and which is why I see them sustaining it over a longer period of time, lah. City in particular, because City has already, rather Pep has already found a way to rotate his players in such a way that he's able to get a result every single game, lah. Tuchel yet to be seen. He's still using a set 11, I would say, not really rotating as much as Pep
Yep.
perhaps, because Pep you can never predict the first
Yep.
11. So, but I mean, overall, I still feel Chelsea are in the right place to challenge for the league in terms of the signings they made. But obviously, City, once they get Kane, or at this point, I still think it's a 50-50 whether they get Kane or not, because 160 million is a big price tag to pay, no matter how City manage to circumvent the finances for the deal. But overall, I would still say that Chelsea are much better placed, in my opinion at least, and they are playing good attacking football under Tuchel. So it will be quite fascinating to see how they go about their challenge. But obviously, as a United fan, I'll still be optimistic. I think if we keep clear of injuries, there's always going to be a chance, because if let's say any of our first team players get injured, I would say that may not be enough to see us through for the rest of the season, lah. And a lot of the games last season, especially, we came from behind, and I'm not too sure if we'll be able to do the same this season. I mean, across 2 seasons at least. So yeah, that's why I still put Chelsea as my title challengers. So
Yeah,
yeah,
the point you made about like fitness is actually very, very important for like especially for United and Liverpool to mount a title challenge, because we don't have the squad depth that City and Chelsea in particular have. So like long-term injuries to any of the starting 11 would be a huge blow, in particular
Especially,
for
I mean,
the two clubs.
we saw how it affected Liverpool last season. I'd say. I mean, like Van Dijk was out.
Yeah,
I mean,
like-
that is the truth. I mean, Van Dijk was out and they suffered a lot, lah. Yeah. Simple as that, lah. I mean,
Okay lah, to
I
be
think
fair-
going forward,
To be fair, like Van Dijk was out. We still managed a bit, but it was the later injuries that really hurt us, especially in the middle of the season. Like even after Van Dijk's injury, we were still like top of the league for a while.
oh yeah,
But it was like once the rest of our centre backs started getting injured, that was the
actually
that
more
was
of
the real killer.
your front three weren't firing actually per se.
They were
I
also
remember.
not. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was,
so that's
it
I
was a
think a
mixture
cause
lah.
of concern, like, yeah, for you guys.
We were essentially missing our midfield because they were all playing defense, and then like
Yeah,
it was
pretty
cutting
much
off
no one
service
is
to our front three.
correct. Makes sense. Yeah.
It was a whole mess right in the middle of the season, and I think we kind of got that mojo back towards the end, and ideally we can just keep that going and just
Yeah.
grind out the results.
I think one major thing for you guys, I mean, we've seen typically players have not sort of held themselves to the same standard after a major injury like an ACL injury. Like we saw with Danny Ings. I mean, I think he's been fantastic, but I think he took a while to find his feet again, especially at Liverpool. So
even
I
the Royce
do.
Sané, I would say.
Yeah, to an extent, yes. So typically these players, I mean, unless you're Zlatan, you're not going to make a immediate miraculous recovery and start banging in goals left, right, center. So for Van Dijk, okay, being in his position, the nature of his position, he's going to, I think, take some time to find his feet. And Liverpool are quite likely to concede sloppy goals, like in my book at least. I mean, yeah, preseason was fun to watch as a United fan. Like, I think he made a mistake or two, which was fun to see. But I'm not going to say I still think he has a lot to offer, but I do see him, or rather, I don't see him reaching the same levels which he set himself in the title-winning season, which is why one of the main reasons I still feel like City or Chelsea are much better placed than Liverpool or even United. I think United have been impeccable in the transfer window, by the way. I just like to put it out there. Sancho and Varane I think this has been the best transfer window since Ferguson left. No doubt. Maybe the Di Maria Falcao comes close on paper at least. But yeah, I think so far they've been brilliant in the transfer market. I think they've spent the money very, very wisely. But yeah, in terms of title challenge, I think we are still slightly off. We still need to bring in a few more
Do you think
players.
not having a proper striker? I mean, yeah, Cavani is a proper striker, I would say.
Yeah, he's not a 20 goal a season.
he's-
That's one major
yeah,
cause for concern. And yeah, that again comes to the Haaland thing, lah. And Haaland is going to be available for 70 odd million next season when his release clause allows many clubs to trigger. But his that price tag, yeah, that'll be very interesting to see, lah. and how clubs react, and whether which clubs are or which club he chooses to go lah. So that will be a very very interesting saga. But until then, for us, I think Cavani. Yeah, I mean Cavani has already been a revelation last season. I don't think anyone expected him to reach the heights he did. But
Yep.
yeah, end of the day, I mean that's one of the main reasons. Also, I feel that we are not going to actually go all the way and push for the league title as much as I want us to. But I think overall we have a good squad to build on, like definitely in hopefully hopefully we come very very close this season or even win it. But yeah, I won't be too optimistic of our chances. Like. I mean, being a realistic United fan. Yeah. So anything else, guys? You might actually have a short
Kane
episode
comes.
than anticipated for once.
Oh, that's a shocker.
Kane coming to City.
Yeah.
Do you all think like if Kane comes to City, that City is just going to win the league? I still don't think so.
I think it'll make
Really?
it much easier lah.
I mean, yeah, it's just like for other clubs, just forget it like that point. No point playing. If Kane, it's just like City.
I just
City
feel
are just the
that Pep is
PSG.
trying to. I mean, City is just trying to build like a half of England squad. I mean, like I'm pretty sure at this point we have like most of the England players ready.
True.
Like properly who can start.
Yeah, Grealish, Foden, Sterling, Kane, potentially, and yeah.
At the back got Stones, Walker. It's just mad. I mean, like
Yeah, pretty much. Your England. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, I actually didn't notice it until you said it. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
yeah.
City are quite scary, lah. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I think pretty much. I think
maybe the playing under Pep will make those players like get better and they win the World Cup. Next, maybe that's what the England FA are trying to do. Like
yeah,
funding,
but you forget
City so that they can
you
play
forget
again.
England are still England, lah. So yeah, they're probably gonna bottle it again.
But essentially, isn't that similar to like Germany or Spain, where you have all the top talents who are playing for one or two clubs at most, and
Yeah,
And
it's
managed
just
by Pep.
yeah,
yeah. I mean that happened for the
I mean, that's
Barca
literally
Real.
that's
Barca Real.
That's happened to Barca.
Barca, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
same team. Where same thing happened in Germany when he
and
managed it.
yeah,
Munich.
Germany as well
2014 they won
with
the World Cup.
Dortmund and Bayern.
Yeah.
Makes
I
all
think the
sense.
same
Yeah.
thing they're trying to do. Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe
but
the Manchester English players will carry England to a trophy. Who knows?
it's a bit ambitious, lah.
Literally,
But let's see.
I wouldn't be surprised if the England squad is just the playing 11 is just Manchester players, like both United and City.
It could be a.
Never
At
know,
this
yeah.
point, I would say it is going to be a.
Yeah, I mean,
I
we
mean,
have
we,
had.
we will come to this in
Yes.
the
Yeah,
World
in the
Cup
future,
preview
but
next
yeah.
year.
Yeah. Let's. I mean, let's just
Yeah,
quickly.
I
I think
strongly-
before we end, right? Let's just get like a top four prediction, maybe. Then we call it an episode, lah. Praveen, you can start off top four.
City. I mean, yeah, first place City.
Oh, really?
Something different,
Try something different.
Yeah, first-
Leicester for the title.
Yes. Second place. Like I don't know. I want to say Man U, but I don't know.
He
know.
wants to
Something
say
like-
menu.
Yeah, I want to say Man U, but that's
Okay.
Yeah, I would say Man U lah. Yeah, second place Man U. Third place Liverpool. Fourth will be Chelsea. I would say. Yeah.
Okay. Tarun.
Liverpool first, City a very close second. Third, I would say Chelsea. Fourth, United.
Okay. For myself, I'll say Chelsea first, United second, third City, fourth. What was the last? Liverpool, yes.
Who's
Liverpool.
City is not even second. Oh, what a way to
I
end
mean,
the season.
yeah, I have to obviously support my club in some way, lah. So yeah, I'll be a bit biased. But okay, we are all entitled to our opinions.
Essentially, we are all in agreement that it's just going to be down to 4 clubs.
Yeah,
To push
unless
for the
us.
title.
You all think-
I mean, Arsenal dark horses. Do you all think for top four? Like out of nowhere, because they don't have Europe at all. Do you think they're dark horses?
To be honest, if Arteta get his shit together, yeah, I would say so.
Isn't that what Arsenal have been saying since he signed, like since he took
To
over?
be honest, he has a structure in place. He just doesn't have the players. That's what I feel.
True.
He wants to play like Pep, but he doesn't have the quality of the players that Pep holds. That's the truth. As simple as that. Yeah.
Yep, makes sense, lah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think
Maybe,
we can end the episode here.
Maybe Ben White and Aaron Ramsdale are what other kind of players that he needs.
What did Pramod say last? Oh my god, what Lokanga? What? Oh, the Adelaide.
Lokonga, is it? Lokonga.
Lokonga.
Lokonga,
yeah.
yes.
Lokonga.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully Kane comes to City and we just walk away with the title. Yes. Just Kane, if you're hearing, join us. Join ASAP. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, listen to
Just
Praveen.
just don't start
Apparently.
for yeah. Just don't start for Spurs this week also. Yeah. Go on
Brilliant.
strike.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay lah.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So there you have it. That's our big debate. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, before we end the show again, Tarun, take it away.
Follow us on Instagram. We are there at the Next Team SG. We're also on TikTok now at the Next Team SG. We put out amazing content curated by our own TikTok
Rated
star,
by-
Mr. BK. We're also on Spotify and YouTube as the Next Team Podcast. Do follow us and subscribe to us on both these places and join our Fantasy Premier League for a chance to win a mystery prize at the end of the season. And the links to all these places can be found in our description as well as our Instagram bio. So don't forget to check us out.
Yep.
Like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell button.
Wow. What a man.
Yep.
Yep.
Do that
Listen to
as well.
Praveen and Tarun. Yep. Yeah. And if you listen so far, thank you guys so much for your support and continue listening to the Next Team podcast. We have a lot of content coming your way. And with that, it's me signing off, Vikas and Tarun and Praveen. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, guys.